Hi there, I'm Aileen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a homeschool mom of 4 kiddos, ages 3 to 11. And today I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for science next year. Science has been my hardest subject to figure out. We have tried so many different things over the years, and I kind of have a feel for what I like and what I need in a curriculum. But I just wanted to talk through. I'm considering a few different science curriculums right now. It's only March, so I have some time to decide before we start the new school year. But I just want to talk through it with you. And I'd love if you've tried any of these, if you've experienced with them, or if you have another suggestion, please let me know because I'm still just figuring it out. So I thought I would just talk through it with you. So before I discuss the curriculums that I'm considering, I want to share with you what works for me in a science curriculum and what I'm looking for. So next year I will have a 2nd grader, 5th grader, and a 7th grader. I'll also have a preschooler, but she doesn't really matter in this equation, but she'll probably participate. Here's what I like in curriculums. I like stuff that is scripted. Science is not my jam. I do not feel super overly confident with teaching science, so I would like something that is scripted, that gives me all of the information on the page, or says, okay, this is your spine, read this page to this page. That's what I want. I also don't want it to be overly wordy. I don't want to read more than like 2 or 3 pages out of like an encyclopedia type book during every lesson. So I need that. I like things that are visually appealing, and I don't want too many choices. If there's like 6 different options on what to do for science, I'm looking at you, Blossom and Root. No offense to Blossom and Root, but it's too much for me. It's overwhelming for me. I need like one project, one experiment. Like, read this, watch this video, do this experiment. That's what I need. And even then I can say, okay, well, we're not going to watch the video today. Oh, we're going to skip the experiment. But I just need I need it to be very black and white. Like, these are the things you do. I need not too many choices. I would prefer for it to be neutral. And I do like videos, so I would like there to be a video option. And I'm not saying like they have to create their own videos, but like a link to a YouTube video. We've done the Wallock Way units in the past, like we did her ocean study and we did her traveling the states, which isn't science, but it was one of hers, and she has like a QR code, and I scan the QR code and there's a video or a list of videos we can watch. My kids really learn really well with videos. I love YouTube, but I would love to not have to do that on my own every time. It's just extra prep work that I don't want. Thing that I would prefer, but I am considering some curriculums that don't have this, is multiple areas of science per year. It's hard for me to do, and for us, because my kids get bored, to do like physics for the entire year. If it's a semester long, that's fine. Or if it's like more unit study style where I could fit maybe 3 in a school year, that would be great because my kids love it. But then eventually they're like, okay, this is boring. And then I lose them. And then it just feels like a waste of time because they're not giving it their all. So that's my like wish list. Okay. That's my wish list. Here's what I'm considering. The first one, which I've talked about this before because I've used it before and I've dropped it before, is Real Science Odyssey. I go back to them because they're scripted. They include worksheets. That's another thing I like, is I like to have some kind of a worksheet to go with it. They include like a lab sheet to fill out. I love that they are really good at teaching the science behind it, and that they have like real scientists that write the curriculum. I really like that. We did their astronomy and we loved it. And my 1st grader still talks about it. But also like my 6th grader, he learned a lot from astronomy. So, well, I think it was last year. So they were in 5th in kindergarten and 3rd. But that was a wonderful curriculum. And then we tried to do their physics this year, but it was a year-long curriculum and it just went way too slow. So we dropped it like within a month. So I'm considering looking at some of their other units to see if there's something else that we can touch on this next school year, because I do really like their layout. They don't have videos. They do have like something on their website with some links to videos, I think, but I like it checked all my other boxes. And so that is one I'm still kind of considering, thinking about looking at their stuff, but it would end up being a year-long unit. And that's what makes me hesitant, because I feel like we're going to get bored. So maybe we could do like life. They have a life one, which I feel like does touch on more stuff, but it's geared to first to third graders. And I try and really get like upper to middle elementary, as that's my like goal, because I'm gonna have a seventh grader next year. And so yes, I can add on to make him, to help expand his learning, but I don't want it to be too simple. Real Science Odyssey, I'm still kind of considering it. I don't know. I want to make it work, but doing something for a whole year is really hard for me. The next one that I'm considering is Mystery Science. We love Mystery Doug. We have used him before. My son loves him. If you're not familiar, it's online based. It's like a video, and then they have like really easy labs that you can do, which I like. I like the labs. Hypothetically, I could do it for different grade levels and let them do it separate, but I don't think I would do that. And that's, I don't know what I would do. I don't think I would do it, because I like to do the group learning. It saves time, and I like that family togetherness. But it ends at fifth grade, and we've done a lot of the units. So I wish it would be just extended a little bit, because I feel like we could even do like a sixth grade unit and it would still be okay for my younger kids. The price point is great. It's really affordable. There's also like this group buy-in on Facebook where you can buy a year of Mystery Doug as a group, or Mystery Science, and it's like way less money. So it's definitely affordable. Like the price point I like that it's video based. My kids love the videos. The labs could be more exciting, but they have them. They do have like the lab sheets you fill out, but they don't have any higher levels. And I feel like their stuff is relatively simple. So I'm considering that one as well. It would almost be like I would have to do Mystery Science, I feel like, for my two girls, and have my son do something else, which I don't want to do. I want to keep them together. It's so hard to decide. I struggle so much with science. So I'm considering Mystery Science. The next one I'm considering is the Wallock Way. She has a few units that we have not completed. We're getting ready to start Weather and Natural Disasters. I just bought that one from her and just printed it out. So we'll start that one this year and probably go into the summer. But she also has a bugs unit. She has a human body unit, which we did a human body study a few years ago, and I had bought one off of Teachers Pay Teachers, and then hers came out like halfway through. So I did purchase it. I already own it, but we didn't really deep dive into it, and hers is much more in depth than the one we did on Teachers Pay Teachers. And there's already like the Human Body Theater is a graphic novel, so I could be having my son read that while we're doing it. So I feel like that doing some of her units might be a good option. She has links to videos. She even has like stuff for the younger kids. I loved her ocean unit study. Her weather unit study looks good. I haven't done it yet, but I don't know if there is enough to take me through the whole year. So that would be my challenge with it, because we're doing her weather unit study. We'll do the bug one, but that's going to take us just a couple of months, I would think. So we would do the bug one, we would do the human body one, but I would still need something else to add in there for that year. So maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure. If I did do that, there is a safety unit that I was looking at from The Good and the Beautiful. So perhaps I could stick that in there somewhere and do the safety unit and call that science. They have it under their science, so I guess it's science. And do that, because the safety unit looked really good. I think that would be very helpful for my children for us to go over that. So maybe I could do it that way. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how I would make that last a year, but I also have really enjoyed her science unit. So that's what I'm considering. Another one I'm considering, which also is a year, it's one science area for the whole year, and and maybe you're experiencing this too, but I keep getting ads for it on Instagram, I think it's pronounced No AO Science. And it's like literature based, and it has all of these great books, and it's really colorful. It seems like it's really well put together. I wish there were reviews of it on YouTube, or, I had friends that had it, so I could like flip through it or see a flip through on YouTube, because they have videos about it, but I want to hear someone else's opinion. But I am looking at that one as well. But again, it would be one subject for the whole year. Like, they have a chemistry and they have a physics, and I think it would be really cool to touch chemistry next year and find ways. I do have this like simplified picture book on chemistry that I could be going through with my first grader while we do the more in-depth study. But I don't know that we can do a whole area for a whole year. I feel like we're going to get bored. That's what I keep coming back to is, can I do that for a whole year? Because I tried that. I was so like, yes, we're doing physics from Real Science Odyssey. And then I was like, this is so slow and boring. Can we speed it up? I'm considering that one. That one is a little bit more pricey, but I am considering it. If you have tried it, please let me know in the comments, because I want to hear about it. The last one I'm considering is the building blocks of science. And this one caught my eye because it's more textbooky, not textbooky, but it's more like, it's got this textbook and it's got like colorful pictures, step by step. It's scripted for the parent, which I need. It's written by a real scientist. And it has like built-in labs, and it has built-in lab sheets and all of the things. So I wouldn't have to source any of that. And it goes over, so it seems like it would be what Noeo and Real Science Odyssey both bring to the table, but it goes over multiple areas of science every year. So it touches on different things. It's by grade level, like first, second, third, fourth, whatever. So I could pick like fourth grade or fifth grade and then, scale it up or down for each child. That seems really promising, and I was going to choose that, but then I started looking for reviews, and the only YouTube videos I could find on it were from like first grade level, but then all of those people have dropped it. Like, I look at their newer videos, like these were from years ago, and no one is still using it, which does not seem like a good sign to me. I'm not seeing people use it in the later years. And then I was searching everywhere, trying to find reviews of something other than the first grade building blocks of science. And I commented on someone's TikTok video, and I was like, hey, are you still using this? How did it go? Because it was from like a year and a half ago. And she's like, no, we dropped it. It sucked. She didn't say it like that, but she was like, honestly, we didn't end up finishing it. It wasn't that great. It wasn't engaging for my kids. So it's like, you find something, like, I don't know about you, but for me, like, I go down these YouTube rabbit holes, especially like starting in February all the way through like July. I'm just like constantly watching YouTube videos, doing research, trying to decide what's going to be the best choice for each of my children. And so I was like doing that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. I like looked it up, put it in my cart. I was going to buy it. And then it was like, I don't know. Nobody's using it. So if you're using it and you like it, please let me know. Or if you've used it and you don't like it, I'd love to hear, because I don't know. It's kind of disappointing, because I really thought that was going to be the one, but it doesn't seem like it's the one. So that's where I'm at. There's a whole handful of science curriculums that I'm considering for next year. I'll do another video once I finally decide which one to do, but that's where I'm at for now. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd love it if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.